Alright. Y'all grooving under the dude Beerzerker here. How you doing, huh? Alright. Olympia. Dude it up. This is from Saskatoon. Yeah. Canada. Alright. 5%. It's the water's their slogan. It's been around forever. People in my neck of the woods have been drinking it forever. Alright. Okay. What's going down? Alright. Alright. So. Right, we're been drinking. It's out of first. Typical temperature in which you would drink your party beer. Your bush party beer. Sounds crisp. Let's investigate further. This is Aaron Neville, Hercules. I think up with the Olympia. Name of the Olympia. So we got major foam explosion here, right? We can cope with the foam explosion, right? We're getting just slight negative smells off the back of the smell. What's some enticing Eurolager-ish smells? I don't know where they're getting their water from. They're really boasting about the water. Saskatoon's on the prairies, north of where I'm from. But they're in different river system, slightly. Prairie water is generally quite hard. I don't know if they're getting spring water or what they're doing. You don't typically brew a Pilsner with hard water. So I'm not sure if they're brewing with hard or soft water. Quite possible that they're brewing with hard water. They could have found a soft water source. That's possible too. I don't know what they got going on in Saskatoon. You know? Guess who? Running back to Saskatoon. Call up Burton Cummings. They said, hey man, you guys have soft water up there? They're from Manitoba anyway, I don't know. Okay, I reviewed this before. 2 minutes before this one. It was a little too cold to get any flavor out of it. You know? Freeze a piss on it. It tasted great. Didn't think it was a fair review. Okay. It's just a lot. I can't believe the Eurolager taste I'm pulling out of this son of a bitch. This was cheap. I mean, cheap ain't the word. I know dudes used to buy millions of these, you know what I mean? Millions, you know. And I'm not just making that shit up either. I mean, literally millions. I've seen millions of these consumed. Millions. It's hearty, it's biscuity, it's toasty. It's got that bite to it though, Johnny. Retaining head for a typical cheap pale lager. This is miraculous. Seems to be the work of Zeus. The Son of God always seems to like take a little nip now and then, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the Greek version or the Jewish version, you know what I'm saying? Or the Scandinavian version, you know what I'm saying? Jesus ain't afraid to take a nip. Go eat yourself some Olympia. Alright. Oh my goodness. That's damn good. Liking it. Very metallic in the finish. Very metallic. Like, eat your metallic always out of a lot of your really good British style dry ales. Loving it. Loving what you're doing over there. Love the British. That's British style, especially the Scottish and a lot of the Irish style beers. They're great. My faves. Neat to get a metallic style out of a Frankenstein Pilsner out of Saskatchewan. Shit. That's just grandiose. For a cheap beer, this is just up to point, man. For me, drinking at a cooler temperature. This is actually a cheap beer that you don't want to freeze the nuts off it. You don't want to cryogenically suspend this fucker. Okay? You just need to get it cool. And I mean cool. I don't mean freezing ass cool. I just mean cool. For this beer was like a fucking buck a beer. What did I pay for this son of a bitch? That was an expensive store too. It was cheap. Cheap ain't the fucking word. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking cheap. So, that being said, I highly recommend drinking this son of a bitch. As if you like to throw some cheap pale lager into your cellar situation to, like, you're like, oh, what am I gonna drink tonight, you know? Well, if you just want like your typical pale lager shit, this is okay. This is just fine and dandy. I'm gonna start stocking it now that I found a supply. Andrew Hilton carries it. Not many other people. I've been looking all over for that shit, tell you the truth. Did you hear that? That's so embarrassing. Yeah. No, it's tasting better the more it warms up. It's like a brown ale, man. This is the brown ale of the cheap pale lager world, man. Warm it up. Warm it up. Okay. I know many people who are going to very much like what I'm bringing to the party tomorrow. I'm gonna have to wrap one up in special paper and deliver. Olympia. But you thought this shit didn't exist anymore. Support your breweries like the cool one. It's like, this is a fucking cool one. I think this is much better than a lot of the cheap, shitty beers I've been trying. Cheap, pale, shitty lagers. This is like at the top of my list, okay? Andre the Giant could at least drink 118 of these. As I'm getting near to the bottom, I must finish my review. It's mandatory, or my master will beat me. Okay, so Olympia is a pretty good cast beer. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 for what it is. It is definitely, well, not even for what it is. For just beer, man, like for what it is fucking great. For beer, it's like a 7.5. Shit, because like let it warm up, let it get better. Let's taste that shit. Let's taste that water. Let's taste those minerals. To fucking hops back. I didn't talk about shit. This is great. This is great. You drink your Olympia, you drink it up real good. It's at least a 7.5. 7.5 out of 11 for beer.